Aloha everyone, welcome back to my garden. I hope you are all doing well. For those of you who are tuning into my channel for the first time, mahalo for stopping by. My name is Kelly and I am an orchid lover from Hawaii. So it is a very wet Thursday. As you guys can see, it is really dark and gray. It has been raining pretty much all day. Right now I have a little break from the rain, but I'm not sure how long that's gonna last. So I decided to come outside and do a quick video for you guys because there's just so much going on, so much that I want to tell you guys, and I'm hoping that I don't forget anything. Anyways, the weather here has been really challenging. It's been raining like since Saturday, like every day. So those of us growing orchids outdoors, it makes it a little difficult, but the benefit of these baskets are I don't have to worry about these because they're not growing in media. You might notice that it looks a little empty under here, and that is because I had to move a lot of my orchids out of this section and put them under the overhang or under my gazebo, anywhere that I could get protection for them from the rain because it's been raining so much. But with these, that is one of the benefits, guys. Look at that. Look at these roots. I don't have to worry about these. There are so many pros growing your orchids this way, and this is a major one. I never really thought about this when I talked about it in my prior videos, but now that I'm experiencing this kind of rain, we don't normally have this kind of rain here in Kapolei. Like, it'll happen occasionally, but it's not a regular thing. In fact, I always welcome rain because we hardly get it, but this has been a lot of rain. So all of the ones that I have growing in these baskets, I didn't have to worry about moving them. I can leave them out here and I don't have to worry about the roots rotting. Speaking of roots, guys, let me see if I can show you guys all of the roots. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? It's amazing. And you can tell that these are all new roots. I'm trying to highlight it because it looks really dark under there, but I think you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see it. So I have showed you guys these baskets several times, but as I mentioned, I never really talked about this as being one of the advantages of growing your orchids like this. I always would say, you don't have to repot, you don't have to change media, you can see what's going on with the roots, you don't have to guess if there's slugs or snails or pests in there because you can see everything. But I never really thought about it in the sense of if it rains a lot, you don't have to move your orchids, which it really does help because I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. I have orchids all over the place, trying to protect them from getting too much rain. In fact, let me take you guys over there now. I keep bumping my head because I have so many plants hanging everywhere that I bumped my head. Look at that one rocking. I bumped my head twice. Anyways, I have all these orchids over here that I used to have under there. I have some in my cages and some are here. This is an area that I wanted to show you guys. It's a little messy now, but this was a section that I had worked on last week. This is my little workstation and it was really nice and organized. Not anymore because I have plants everywhere trying to keep them from the rain. My vandas I moved out of the protection area and moved them into the rain because they like a lot of rain. So I moved my vandas, my two vandas, move them out so that when it rains, they can get all the water that they can get. I didn't move this one. I should have moved this one, but I think it's still getting enough water. As the water comes down, it splashes on here, so I think it's getting sufficient rainwater. This is not all of the orchids that I moved. Like I said, they're everywhere, all along the side of my house. I guess I can walk you guys over here. As you can see, there's orchids hanging all over here or all under here. They're just everywhere. I have a bloom back there. I guess I can show you guys that. Water just dripped on my head from the roof, which I do not like. So this is a new bloom. It just opened a couple of days ago. It is mounted. It has no ID, so I don't know what it is. But I wish the lip would open more because you don't get to see the color in there because it's so closed. I'm not sure if it'll start to open a little more because it just opened like maybe a day or two ago, or if it's gonna just stay like that. But regardless, it smells really good. So I am loving it, and I love my orchids mounted, so I'm happy that this one has been I wouldn't say it's thriving, but you know, it's doing good. It's surviving, and it bloomed, so I'm happy. My dendrobiums up here are supposed to be going through kind of like a winter's rest, which is something that I've been wanting to try. I've never really done that. But I was gonna do it this year, but right now they're getting a lot of water. So I hope they're gonna be okay because I don't have anywhere to move those. These up here, I have most of them growing in rock. I think they'll be okay. I have been trying to rotate some from the lower shelf and putting them up here. So the ones that didn't get rain, I would swap them out. I feel like I'm playing musical chairs with my orchids, honestly, because it's like just constantly moving them around. I have a bunch on the bottom, trying to keep them from getting too much water, like I said. This section is empty, and up here is empty because I moved them all wherever I could find protection. I have some back there. I'm so sad that this flower got affected by thrips. This is such a beautiful flower. It's such a bummer. Speaking of a bummer, oh my goodness, guys. This is something that I just noticed when I came outside. I was gonna start recording, but I wanted to squeegee some of the water that had collected over here on the ground. There was like a little pool of water, so I started using my squeegee to push the water towards the grass. And when I looked on the ground, I saw this sitting in a pool of water. What did I tell you guys? Look at that. Isn't that horrible? And it has to be the birds. I mean, what else is it gonna be? So there it is. There's the spike. And I thought, well, maybe it's kind of, it's hiding amongst the other plants. Maybe it'll be okay. But I was wrong. So there it is. Another spike gone. So that's a bummer. But that cattleya that I just showed you guys that bloomed on the mounted orchid, what I did was I wrapped it in this netting. So instead of moving orchids, like this one I can't move. I can't put it in my cage because it's mounted on this hapu'u tree fern stump and it ain't going anywhere. So I put this bird netting over it, and that is what I did with the other cattleya, and that was successful. So this is what I'm going to be doing from now on to the orchids that I can't really move. Here's another one. The bird netting is wrapped around it. The only thing is, if the spike starts to touch the netting, I notice that it affects the way that it grows. So I try to give it room. Like I try to make it so that it doesn't touch. And I have another one that I want to show you guys. Check this out, guys. So this is the wrinkle stylus that I showed you guys in my last, I think it was in my last garden video. And so far so good. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but it's doing okay. I wasn't planning on moving it under here because I didn't want to move it from the spot that it developed in, but because of the rain, I had to protect it from getting too much water. So it's here for now, but when the sun comes back out, I am going to move it back. And I think the netting will serve its purpose. I think it'll be okay to protect that spike, hopefully. That's my hope anyways. Another spike up here. This one also had another spike, which I didn't even know this orchid was in spike. And when I noticed it, the second spike already had a chunk missing. I'm trying to locate it. I don't know where it is. Somewhere on here. But sometimes what it does is it'll branch out a secondary spike on the side of that original one. So I am not cutting that spike. I'm gonna leave it and see if it gives me a secondary spike. I don't know where it is. Somewhere in here. I know it's in there somewhere. Anyways, let me move down to my Angrecum. It has been in spike for a while. I am not liking this yellow color that I'm seeing. I hope that that is nothing, like that's not like a sign of something bad, but usually when I see yellow, it's usually a bad sign. But I hope not. I really hope not. And I see like two things going on there, so I don't know if that's two buds, because the last time this bloomed for me, it only gave me one flower. But at this point, after seeing that yellow spot, I'll be happy with one flower. I'm not trying to be greedy here. And these take a really, really long time to bloom, like months. My other one didn't give me any spikes, and they were pretty close together the last time. They were like maybe a month apart, but I don't see any spike on my other one, so I don't think it's gonna bloom this year, or it might just be late, like really late. Speaking of Angrecums, Doug DeMoss just told me that his Angrecum already was done blooming, so I guess mine is a little bit late. And if you guys didn't watch my video yet of Doug DeMoss, you guys definitely are gonna wanna watch that. I released it about a day and a half ago. My friend Jonathan and I went to visit Doug at his private nursery up in Pupukea, located on the north shore of Oahu. And Doug is amazing. He's so full of knowledge. Not only do you learn about orchids, but the history of orchids. Like he knows dates, and he knows names and crosses, and just listening to him, it's incredible. Like I could listen to him all day. This was my second time visiting his nursery, first time for my friend Jonathan. And we had planned that visit sometime last week, before I knew it was supposed to rain. So it's been raining here since like Saturday, all week long. And we went to visit Doug on Sunday, not knowing that, or we were expecting heavy rain that weekend. So Sunday morning, I wake up and it's storming here. So I text Jonathan, and it's storming where he lives in Mililani. So I was sure that it was going to be raining up on the North Shore. I text Doug, and sure enough, it's raining, so we decide to reschedule. And I text Jonathan like, okay, it's raining up in Pupukea. Do you want to reschedule? Or no, I didn't say, do you want to reschedule? I said, well, we have to reschedule because, you know, it's raining there. And I'm like, do you want to go to S&W if it's not raining in Waianae? And he's like, sure, why not? We already planned, you know, planned an outing. So I text Jeremy, and it wasn't raining out there. So we had planned to go to S&W. So I was about to leave my house, just about to pull out of my driveway, and I get a text from Doug saying the rain stopped. If we want to come over, you know, we can head on up there. And I'm about maybe 40 minutes from Pupukea. I'd say, yeah, about 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. So anyways, I head to Mililani, pick up Jonathan, and we head to the North Shore. Those of you who know Haleiwa, that is like the place to get like really good food. Like it's hard to drive there and not get anything to eat. So we made a few stops, one being Pa'alakai Bakery. They're known for this pastry called snow puffies. And it is like a phyllo dough, flaky crust with like a custard filling. It's so good. So anyways, we bought some and we brought that to Doug, and we stopped for huli huli chicken at Ray's, barbecue chicken, and we also got pizza that was right next to Ray's. So we made a few stops along the way, and when we got there, it was still okay. The weather was still all right. It wasn't raining yet, but shortly after, it started to rain. So I asked Doug, because Jonathan and I, we came prepared. We brought our umbrellas. I asked Doug, like, do you want to go grab a hat or an umbrella or something? And he's like, no, I'm a surfer. I'm good. So I felt bad because pretty much the whole time we were there, it was raining. Like it stopped a couple of times, but it was raining hard for majority of our visit. And we were there for like 4 hours, guys. But it was such an amazing visit. Like I said, the video came out great. Doug is awesome. If you guys haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend it. It is not because it's my video, because I have nothing to do with the fact that this video was amazing. It's all Doug. He is so wonderful to listen to, so much knowledge, just incredible. So that was that. Yesterday and what is today? Thursday. Yesterday and Tuesday, I went to Jonathan's nursery because he had 2 unboxings. So I went there to film that. I haven't edited those yet. So I will be working on those videos. I'm probably gonna consolidate the 2 and put it into one video, but he brought in a lot of orchids. So look forward to that video. And the reason he's bringing in so many orchids is because we are going to be doing a open house, Jonathan and I, next week, Saturday. I think it's the 27th, that weekend right after Christmas. We're going to do an open house at his nursery. I'll put the dates and time on the screen. And in January, we're going to be doing a plant sale together. This is going to be January 10th at Mililani Rec Center 6. And again, I'll put all the information on the screen for you guys. So like I said, there's been a lot going on. Not only that, on Saturday, I went to Hilo to attend the Hilo Orchid Society Christmas party and auction, which was amazing. So that's another video that I still have to edit. I haven't gotten to that yet. There's so much going on, guys. Like I said, it's crazy. But this is just an update video. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what's going on in my garden, talk to you guys about the weather, and show you guys these baskets again, because these are the orchids that I haven't had to move, which is so wonderful. They're all growing new roots. Let me get in here so I can show you guys this one. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at the roots. Love it. There's roots here and roots there, roots everywhere. I am absolutely loving my baskets, guys. There's so much positivity that I'm seeing. So if you guys want to order these, my husband just made a bunch of the 8-inch and the 10-inch. Let me know if you guys want to purchase these. When you grow your orchids like this, you don't have to worry about media. And that's one thing you're going to hear Doug talk about in his video. He's been getting away from media. He's been growing his orchids with very minimal media or sometimes no media. And that is what I've been trying to do for a while now. So I'm glad that, you know, I'm on the right path. Like, Doug is a longtime orchid grower. Over 40 years, he's been growing orchids. And this is the path that he's on. So I'm so glad that this is something that I thought about, because I'm obviously on the right page. I know it's not practical for everybody, so you guys have to figure out whether or not it'll work for your environment. But for me, it works for me, guys. And I'm pretty sure it would work for a lot of people. You just have to water. If you like to water, this is great for you. Unless, like I said, unless you have rain like this, then you don't have to water and just let your plants do their thing. Let your orchids do their thing. There's something else that I wanted to show you guys that I thought was really cool, that I just noticed the other day. So like I said, I've been moving my orchids around, right? And I just noticed this root growing out of a broken root. Isn't that cool? If I can get my camera to focus, I'll show you guys. Oh my gosh, come on, phone. Excuse the traffic noise. People like to speed behind my house. And my iPhone is not cooperating. Why do you not want to focus? There we go. Oh, I had it for a second. Let me try another angle. There we go. So anyways, you can see the new root growing out of the broken root. Isn't that cool? I just thought that was so cool, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And I almost forgot to show you guys this. I don't know how, but I almost did. So this is my Vandopsis that I got from Doug. It has such a beautiful flower, which I can show you guys because he did cut the spike off for me, and I did bring it home and put it in some water. And I listened to exactly what he told me, to cut the bottom with a knife and not scissors, to help it last longer. Anyways, this is a Vandopsis lysochildioides. So glad that I remembered the name. So I have it in a pot, but I haven't secured it yet, and I still haven't decided where I'm gonna put it. But right now it's in the rain, it's happy. We're not having a lot of sun, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna leave it here for now until I figure out where I'm gonna put it and how I'm gonna mount it, or how I'm gonna secure it. I'm gonna leave it in this pot, but I'm gonna put some kind of brace and bracket to hold it in place. And hopefully I'll find a good spot that it'll be happy and it'll thrive, and hopefully give me lots of beautiful flowers. Speaking of beautiful flowers, let me show you guys the flower for this orchid, because it is gorgeous. Take a look at this, guys. Isn't that beautiful? So the front is yellow and spotted, like a red. I don't know, it's like darker than red. Maybe like a cranberry, like Nelson's favorite colors. And in fact, this camera, I'm looking at my screen and I'm looking at the flower live, and this camera does not do it justice. It's a lot nicer in person. And take a look at the back. The back of the flower is also beautiful. It's like pink. It is such a pretty flower, guys. And if you guys want to buy any of Doug's orchids, he does ship, but he's not a certified nursery anymore. So he has to take any of the orchids that you guys want down to get them inspected. And he lives all the way on the North Shore, and he needs to take those orchids into town. So it's probably maybe over an hour's drive one way. So if you guys do order orchids from him, he's gonna charge you guys a little bit more for the travel time and bringing it down there to get them inspected. And he also wanted me to mention to you guys that it is your responsibility if you're ordering from out of state. It's your responsibility to follow up with your Department of Agriculture or whoever is in charge of overseeing any plants that you bring in to see if you need an import permit. And what else did he want me to tell you guys? I think that was it. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure that was it. Just the part of the import permit and that the additional cost for him to bring the plants down to get them inspected. But I must say, the amount that he's charging for his orchids is a bargain. Like, I paid $50 for this, and look at how big it is. Like, you will find orchids that are like a third or maybe even a quarter of this size, a fourth of this size for $50. So to buy something like this, and I'm sure it's really old, for $50, like, that is such an amazing deal. The one that you guys get might not be this size, but still it's a great deal because they were all in spike. Like, look at all of these old spikes, guys. And the smaller ones all had old spikes like this as well. So you guys are gonna get an orchid that you know has already bloomed before. So regardless of what you pay, even with the shipping, I think it's just an incredible deal, especially since you can't really find these orchids. The orchids that Doug has is amazing. If you guys didn't watch that video, like I said, go and check it out. It's just incredible. So guys, it hasn't rained yet. I made it through. I think I told you guys everything that I wanted to tell you guys, hopefully. Did I show you guys this already? I think I did. I think I showed you guys this cattleya that I have mounted here, protected by my bird netting. This is the second time it's blooming. The other one was on this side. I'm not sure if I showed that flower in my other videos. I think I did. There is one more thing that I have in bud that I'm super excited about, and I can't wait till it blooms. It is right here. I have 3 buds all together. One is like smaller, but it's growing. And there's another one hiding behind a leaf, but I don't want to tell you guys yet what it is. I'm gonna leave it as a surprise because it's such a beautiful orchid, and I don't want to jinx it. Like, every time I talk about something, it ends up going downhill. So I don't want to say too much. I am excited, but I'm gonna leave it at that. This is another orchid that I recently got. I think the thrips got to it, even though I sprayed it, which is a bummer again. Look at that, I only have 3 buds. Anyways, I got this from the Eva Orchid Society Christmas party as a prize. This is an Encyclia Cordigera variety Alba. And I'm so happy that I won this one because I was wanting, they had several encyclias, and this was like the last one. So I got lucky. I only got 1 orchid. I only won 1, but I was happy to have this one. So I think that's it, guys. But yeah, you guys got to see what I'm talking about, why I don't have very many blooms in my garden, because this is a regular thing right here. But I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna start wrapping, like the one up there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's netting on that one as well. So there's some buds on there. It's a little more work, but I have to do what I have to do. Like right here, my mounted fowl. But this one I can move. I can always move this. I have another one back there, also in spike. These I can move, so it's not too bad. It's just the ones that are, oh, I think there was a spike on this. Look at that, guys. I didn't see that one, but the bird sure did. The bird sure saw it, beat me to it. Oh well. Like they say, it is what it is. Why does my camera look weird? By the way, guys, there was no lightning at Doug's nursery. It looked like there was lightning, but I think it's just my camera, my iPhone, even though this is a new iPhone. I just got this this year. Like, I just saw spikes. Where did I see spikes? I turned my head and I saw a bunch of buds. Now I can't spot it. I know I saw buds somewhere. Somewhere over here. I don't know where I saw it. I happened to turn my head and out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw buds, but now I can't find it. I'm sure the birds will find it. Oh well, I'll look for it later. Anyways, as I was saying, see right now my camera looks really strange. It's almost like going in slow motion. I'm not sure how this video is gonna come out right now. But there was no lightning at Doug's place. There's just this weird thing going on with my iPhone. Sometimes it records fine, other times it's weird. If any of you guys are familiar with iPhone and can make suggestions on my settings that maybe I need to check, please let me know, because it is really annoying when I watch my videos back and I see this weird color or weird lighting flickering, and it's something that I've been kind of dealing with off and on. So again, if you guys know what is causing it, please let me know. I really would appreciate it. Oh, I see spikes up. I see a spike up there and some buds, but that's not the one that I saw earlier. That one's already wrapped. It was somewhere over here. That is so weird. It's like I saw it and I turned my head and then I couldn't find it. Anyways, guys, that is it for today. My camera seems like it's going in slow motion for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope those of you who are here on Oahu come and visit Jonathan and I at our open house and at the Mililani sale. He brought in a lot of orchids. Like I said, I did a video for that. I haven't finished, or I haven't even started editing. Hopefully I'll get that out by the end of the week. And I still have to do my video for the Hilo show. So I'm gonna be busy, guys. I have a lot going on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Until next time, remember to always live aloha.